I stood in our small apartment, staring at the open suitcase on the bed. For 5 long years, I had worked 2 jobs, paying every single cent of Liam's college tuition while he chased his dreams. Now he wouldn't even look me in the eye. "What is this, Liam?" I asked, my voice shaking. He zipped the bag with a sharp click. "I need someone on my level, Maya. Chloe can give me the life you can't." "Chloe?" My heart shattered. "My stepsister? You're leaving me for her money after everything I did for you?" "Business is business," he sneered, pulling his coat on. "Pack your things. The lease is in my name now. You need to leave by tonight." He walked out, slamming the door. I collapsed to my knees, sobbing until my chest burned. An hour later, I was on my best friend Sarah's couch, clutching a pillow. "He is a monster, Maya," Sarah yelled, pacing across her living room. 5 years. You gave him everything. "I feel so stupid, Sarah," I choked out, wiping my tears. "I have nothing left." "You have me," she said, sitting beside me and hugging me tightly. "And you are going to rebuild your life. Mark my words, he will regret this." He threw away a diamond for trash, and karma always collects its debts eventually. Just wait and see. Sarah was right. 2 weeks later, I applied for an administrative role at Vance Enterprises. That was the day I met Julian Vance. I expected a cold, distant billionaire, but he was completely different. During my interview, he didn't just look at my resume. He looked at me. "You have an incredible mind for organization." "Maya," Julian said, his deep voice calm and respectful. "My public image needs someone genuine. Will you work directly with me?" "I would be deeply honored to work with you." "Mr. Vance," I replied with confidence. "Call me Julian," he said with a warm smile. Over the next 6 months, our professional partnership turned into something magical. Julian valued my thoughts. He listened to me. Slowly, my broken heart healed, replaced by a deep, fierce love. One evening, under a canopy of stars, Julian slipped a flawless diamond ring onto my finger. "I want you by my side forever, Maya," he whispered. "Yes," I cried, kissing him. 1,000 times yes. We kept our engagement completely secret from the world. Then came yesterday. I was sitting alone in a small coffee shop downtown when a familiar, annoying voice ruined my peace. Well, well. "Look who it is," Liam chuckled, sliding into the seat opposite me. I stiffened completely, looking straight at my arrogant ex. "What exactly do you want from me, Liam?" "Just getting my daily caffeine," he smirked, adjusting his expensive tie. "I see you're still dressing like a charity case. Meanwhile, Chloe and I are thriving. I just got hired by an elite firm, and my life is perfect. Actually, look at this." He proudly slapped a heavy, gold-embossed card onto the table. It was an invitation to the most exclusive event of the year. Julian Vance's private wedding. "How did you get that?" I asked, forcing my face to stay completely blank. "My new boss has connections," Liam bragged, leaning forward. "Only the top 1% are invited. It's highly guarded. But hey, I am feeling generous today. Come as my +1, Maya. See how the real elite live. It might be your only chance to taste true luxury." He wanted to humiliate me. He wanted me to watch his success while I played the sad, lonely ex-girlfriend. He had absolutely no idea who the bride was. I looked him dead in the eye, hiding the massive smirk growing inside my chest. "Are you serious, Liam? You're inviting me?" I asked, playing along perfectly. "Sure," he laughed. "Just wear something decent. Don't embarrass me in front of billionaires. I am trying to make a huge impression on some major clients there, so try to look invisible." I smiled calmly, sliding the invitation into my purse. "I wouldn't miss it for the world." "Liam, I promise it will be a day you never forget." The morning of the wedding arrived, and the air was crisp. I sat in the passenger seat of Liam's rented luxury car, smoothing down my simple, oversized wool coat. Liam was gripping the steering wheel, his eyes gleaming with ambition as he checked his hair in the rearview mirror. "This is it, Maya," Liam gloated, hitting the accelerator. "Today my career changes forever. My big boss Marcus will be there. He is one of Julian Vance's closest business associates. If I play my cards right and impress Marcus today, I'll secure that senior promotion by Monday morning. I'm sure you will make a huge impression." "Liam," I said softly, staring out the window. "You bet I will," he smirked, glancing over at me. He stopped smiling the moment he saw my outfit. "Wait, is that really what you're wearing to a billionaire's wedding? A plain beige coat and a basic black dress underneath?" "I literally told you to make an effort, Maya." "Don't worry, Liam, my actual outfit is waiting for me inside," I replied with a calm smile. He rolled his eyes, laughing mockingly. "Right, whatever. Just stay in the shadows and don't embarrass me today." If Marcus or anyone important approaches us, let me do all the talking. Don't say a single word. I will let the day speak for itself, I murmured. We pulled up to the venue, a breathtaking estate surrounded by towering glass walls and elegant white floral arrangements. Security guards were checking IDs at the massive iron gates. Liam eagerly handed over his golden invitation card, practically sweating with excitement. Welcome, sir, the guard said, waving us through. We stepped into the majestic grand ballroom. Crystal chandeliers hung from the ceiling, casting a dazzling glow over hundreds of wealthy guests, dressed in designer tuxedos and extravagant gowns. Liam immediately started looking around, his eyes wide as he searched for powerful people to network with. Suddenly, a woman with a sleek clipboard walked past our table. It was Elena, my brilliant wedding planner. She caught my eye and paused. Is everything all right here, sir? Elena asked Liam smoothly, though her eyes locked onto me with a subtle, knowing wink. Oh, yes. Everything is magnificent. Liam beamed, trying to look important. I am Liam Thorne, a top executive at Marcus's firm. I'm practically running his main division these days, so I am used to high-end events like this. Wonderful. Enjoy the evening, Elena smiled, giving me a tiny, respectful nod before walking away to coordinate the final details. A few moments later, an older gentleman in a perfectly tailored tuxedo walked past us, flanked by security. It was Mr. Vance Sr., Julian's powerful father. Liam gasped, grabbing my arm tightly. Look, that's Julian's dad. Liam whispered frantically. I need to go introduce myself. If I can get a handshake from the patriarch of the Vance family, Marcus will promote me on the spot. Before Liam could move, Mr. Vance Sr. paused near our section. His sharp eyes scanned the crowd and landed directly on me. Instead of looking away, the billionaire gave me a warm, reassuring smile. Liam didn't realize the smile was for me. He thought he had caught the tycoon's eye. Did you see that? Liam gasped, his chest puffing out. He smiled at me. The Vance family already senses my potential. He definitely knows true value when he sees it, I replied smoothly. Exactly, Liam sneered, checking his watch. Look, Marcus just arrived near the bar. I'm going over there to network and introduce myself to the real elite. Sit here at this corner table and don't move. Don't speak to anyone important, okay? I don't want you ruining my big break. Go ahead, Liam. Do what you need to do, I said, watching him walk away. The moment his back was completely turned, I stood up from the isolated table. I didn't hesitate. I slipped past the crowded ballroom and moved quickly down the private hallway toward the grand bridal suite. Elena was already standing by the door, waiting for me with a huge smile. The glam squad is ready for you, ma'am, Elena whispered, opening the door. Your dress is spectacular. I smiled, stepping inside. It was time to shed the shadows and become the bride. The grand wedding march began to play, filling the massive ballroom with beautiful music. The chatter died down instantly as the 200 elite guests took their seats. Liam stood right near the front row, eagerly stretching his neck to get a glimpse of the billionaire's mysterious bride. Suddenly, the massive wooden door swung open. I took a deep breath and stepped out into the bright lights, wearing a dazzling diamond gown that glittered with every movement. My veil trailed gracefully behind me. The crowd gasped in awe, but my eyes locked straight onto Liam. I watched the exact second his smug face went completely pale. His jaw literally dropped in absolute pure shock as he recognized me. Maya, Liam whispered, his voice trembling so loudly I could practically hear it across the room. What are you doing? No, this is impossible. I ignored him completely, keeping my eyes fixed on the end of the aisle. There stood Julian, looking incredibly handsome in his custom tuxedo. He smiled warmly as I reached him, gently taking my hands in his. You look absolutely breathtaking. My love, Julian whispered, his eyes filled with devotion. I am ready, I smiled, tears of true happiness gathering in my eyes. We exchanged our vows in front of everyone, sealing our promises with a passionate kiss. In the front row, my sweet Aunt Clara wiped happy tears from her face, nodding at me with pure joy and blowing me a silent kiss. The moment the pastor officially pronounced us husband and wife, the entire grand room erupted into thunderous cheers. During the reception, I was standing with Julian when a panicked, furious voice interrupted us. Liam had rushed past the velvet ropes, looking completely unhinged. Maya, are you completely insane? Liam yelled, his face red with anger. How did you do this? How did a poor retail worker trap a billionaire like Julian Vance? You are playing a dangerous game. Before he could step any closer, a massive shadow blocked his path. It was David, our head of security, looking completely solid. "Step back from Mrs. Vance immediately, sir," David growled, his deep voice carrying a sharp warning. "Get out of my way," Liam shouted, turning to see his boss, Marcus, walking over with a confused expression. "Marcus, look at this girl. She is an imposter. She used me to sneak into this wedding." Julian calmly stepped forward, placing a protective arm around my waist. He pulled a thick leather folder from David's hands and turned directly toward Liam's boss. "Marcus," Julian said, his voice cold and commanding, "I believe this pathetic man is an employee at your financial firm. Before you believe a single word he says, I highly suggest you review these documents. My private investigators found that Liam has been embezzling money from your corporate client accounts for months." Marcus snatched the folder, his eyes widening as he read the financial fraud proof. He looked up at Liam with pure rage. "Is this true, Liam?" Marcus roared. "You've been stealing from my company?" "No, Marcus, please, it's a lie," Liam stammered, sweating profusely as his entire life unraveled in a matter of seconds. "She framed me." "You are fired, Thorne," Marcus barked, his face darkening. "And I am calling the police right now to file criminal charges. Your career is finished." Suddenly, a prominent City magazine reporter stepped forward, flashbulbs bright as she snapped multiple photos of a trembling Liam. "Smile for the front page of tomorrow's paper." "Liam," I said softly, looking down at my pathetic ex with absolute pity. "I told you at the coffee shop that I wouldn't miss this event. I promise you it will be a day you never forget for the rest of your life."
"Maya, please help me,"
Liam begged as David grabbed his arms. "I made a mistake. I still love you." "Take him out," Julian ordered calmly. The elite crowd watched in complete disgust as the heavy security team dragged a loudly sobbing Liam completely out of the magnificent venue. I leaned my head gently against Julian's strong shoulder, watching the massive double doors slam shut forever. The painful memories of my broken past were finally gone, completely replaced by beautiful karma, true love, and a wonderful new life together.